Hi, I'm Trudy. Welcome back to New Soul's YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing a breakdown of the Brazilian Lymphatic Drainage Massage and technique. Okay, so we're going to start the massage with the customer lying on their back, and we're going to activate the lymph nodes in the neck area. So firstly, ask them to close their eyes, relax, you can take a few deep breaths. Just to get used to your touch. And then when you've asked them if they're comfortable and they say yes, you can start. I'm going to place the fingertips here. And it's a very light movement because the lymph nodes are very close to the surface of the skin. We're just going to do some slow circular movements. About 4 times. And then you put your fingertips underneath and do the same on the back of the neck. Again, about 4 times. I like to do a little hold here. For a breath, we're gonna take the ankles. Again, just some light movements here. Gentle stretch. Activate the lymph nodes in the inner thigh area and the groin. So I'm using a flat palm to try and get as much surface area as possible. And again, I'm gonna do a circular motion clockwise. And for massage therapists, you should be able to feel the lymph nodes. That will let you know you've got the right depth of touch. They kind of feel like small little grapes or something. I'm going to just move down towards the knee. And I'm not pressing very hard. I'm trying to feel for the lymph nodes, and then it's a very gentle movement. We're also going to do knee and under the knee. And when that's done, you move on to the other leg. Now we're going to do the belly. So place a towel over the chest area. This is about the area you need. And then you're going to ask them to gently just bend their knees, put their feet flat on the massage table. This part's important because we're going to be going a little bit deeper for the belly. The lymph nodes are located a little bit deeper in this area, so this protects their organs by having their legs up like this. And again, check in, make sure they feel relaxed. Gently lay your hands there for a moment. And we're going to activate the nodes in 4 areas around the belly button. So find the first area. It's about 2 centimeters away from the belly button. And it's, I usually start in because we're going clockwise, I usually start in the top left corner. So you ask them to take a deep breath. Could you breathe in, please? And slowly release. And again, just 4 times. And breathe in. Out. The last one, breathe in. And out. Again, you should be able to feel the lymph nodes here as well. That will give you an indication you're working in the right area. Once that's done, we're going to start the actual massage. So ask them to relax their legs. So we're going to start with the stomach area. This massage, you use quite a lot of oil because you want a nice glide over the surface of the skin. And I like to work with an oil that has a sort of thicker, creamier feel. So I'm using grapeseed oil today. I'm going to just make sure you have a lot on your hands. And then we're going to start at the waist and going downwards towards the groin, just spreading the oil, side of the stomach. And it's important with this massage that everything goes in the same direction. So for this, we're going to be working downwards. I'm going to start. It's a fast technique. Again, you're not pressing hard. The hands are very relaxed. We want to build up a nice rhythm. Start to move the fluid downwards. I'm going to do this for about 30 seconds or so. Down. And then again, you're going to take your flat palms, try and cover as much surface area as you can. And very gently glide the hands. Like this. So this is the basic technique. We're going to repeat that here a couple more times. I also like to do this area. Just stopping there. Okay, we're going to do the same on the other side. Again, you're aiming for quite smooth, fluid motions. It should also feel very relaxing for them to have this type of slow touch. Okay, and we're going to do the ribcage area. So and you repeat that a few times. You can also do the lower belly. Yeah, just to repeat, it's important the hands are relaxed, so you're not kind of tensing the hands. That will create a completely different feeling. You want your hands to be relaxed and only applying a very superficial pressure. It's comfortable like this? Okay. So for the legs, again, we're going to go upwards, again towards the groin area, the middle of the body. So we're going to go up. Again, in very fluid movements. Just spreading the oil. And then I'm going to work on the calf area first. And it's the same principle, light sweeping upwards movements. Try and build up a nice pace, a nice rhythm. For about 30 seconds, you can glide the palms upwards. There's quite a few ways to work your hands or position your hands to do this technique, so you can try a few ways, kind of experiment with what works for you. Try and make the gliding, the amount of time you're gliding for, as long as the time you were massaging for. So once you've worked that area a few times, we're going to go to the thigh. So I'm going to do this. Important for posture, try and keep your shoulders relaxed. This is for therapists. And your elbows bent. A slight leaning in with the movement. You don't want to exert yourself too hard. Try and keep your upper body relaxed if you can. Very fluid and effortless. A few strokes on the groin. Okay, and then the outside of the thigh, you have a few options for how you want to work this area. You can do it with them lying on their back like this. So then I would just do the sweeping movements up here. If you want to work with the pregnancy cushion, then this is how they'll be positioned. So they'll be lying on their side, have the leg over the top, make sure they feel relaxed, they have the weight evenly distributed. And then as you can see, you have a little bit more space. So now we're going to put them on their front and we're going to do the back of the legs. We're going to be working upwards this way and we're going to work the calf. Okay, repeat that a couple times and then again we can work the area. You can also work this area from the side depending on if you use the cushion or not. But if you don't have the cushion, this is how you would do it from this position. And then to do this area, I've just crossed to the other side. This gives me a better angle to work. If it feels like a light cardio workout, it means you're doing it right. So now we're going to work on the lower back. Tuck the towel about here and go down in this direction. Down and in. So it's kind of the reverse of normally when you would do a muscular massage, you would go outwards. For this massage, we're going inwards. Again, start to work up the rhythm. So if you also want to incorporate the arms, you can do that. There's also a lot of lymph nodes in the armpit area. So what I'm going to do is just glide into this area. And again, it's a light circular movement. You can also check in when you do this, it's pretty normal to be ticklish here. And then I'm just going to glide out. So then just a few finishing strokes here. And now we're going to turn them back onto their front and close the session by activating the lymph nodes one more time. So we're closing now. We're going to repeat the same steps we did in the beginning on the neck, the legs and the belly. Just a few gentle rotations. If you like, you can also do a few strokes here, going upwards. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you found the video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more massage tutorials from New Soul. Ciao!